Welcome back. This time we're talking about Mechanic Resurrection, a sequel to 2011's The Mechanic, which starred Jason Statham as Arthur Bishop, a hitman who specialized in making his kills look like accidents. And I have to say, like a lot of Jason Statham movies, I enjoyed the first Mechanic. It had solid action and brought its own unique twist to the hitman genre. The sequel, on the other hand, is downright horrible. It's honestly one of the worst made movies I've seen this year. The production values are just bad, and the script is not much better. You can say any sequel is a money grab. Well, this film really feels like a money grab, because it really doesn't feel like there was much effort beyond the most basic level to make this a not even quality film, but at least entertaining. And that's a strong words for me. I usually give filmmakers the benefit of the doubt, but there are just a number of things that I noticed in this movie that just feels like they didn't care. And worse than that, they didn't care that we could see they didn't care. Now, as far as the story goes, for what it's worth, the original film ended with Arthur Bishop appearing to have died. We, the audience, of course, knew this wasn't true, but he's basically been living off the grid since then, enjoying being dead. That comes to an end when he is confronted by a group of thugs hired by this arms dealer named Crane, played by Sam Hezeldine, who is probably best known for his role in Peaky Blinders. Anyway, Crane has a job for Bishop. He needs these 3 people killed and their deaths to look like accidents. Unfortunately for Crane, Bishop does not want to take the job and escapes his thugs, killing most of them, and we catch back up with Bishop, and he's on this island in the South Pacific somewhere, and he meets this woman named Gina, played by Jessica Alba. She's promptly kidnapped, and to get her back, he's going to have to do this mission anyway. So that's the story. And on the most basic, superficial level, and I know people that would go into this movie and there's a bunch of people getting shot and explosions and things like that, and they'll probably find a little bit of entertainment out of it. I don't care. This movie is just bad, both from a script level, a character level, and just production level. Case in point, there is a lot of green screen. And it's one thing that I noticed when I first saw the trailer for this movie is the green screen looked horrible. It's so obvious that it's green screen. But it gets even worse than that. The climactic battle, for what it's worth, takes place on this big yacht. And there's a scene specifically where Jason Statham is fighting off some dudes, and you can kind of see in the foreground the decking of the boat, and then behind him is water and the sky. And you can pretty much tell that the decking is probably a prop, but everything behind them, the water, the sky, is not really there. It's green screen. And it's so bad that apparently the only way they could try to fix it is they literally blurred the edges of his head. It's almost like haloed. Like either you've had a few too many to drink, or you don't have good night vision. I don't know what it is, but it's not night. Believe me. It's like they blurred it. I mean, yeah. I've got nothing. Nothing. And there are other things where in the same scene the lighting changes from shot to shot. Like it's pitch black, and then it's kind of dusk, and then it's back to pitch black again, depending on which camera is being shot. You can obviously tell that the different close-ups were shot at a different time of day, and they didn't even bother to try to fix it. And as far as the script goes, nothing makes sense. Nothing that happens in this movie makes sense. I just hope that Jessica Alba got paid well, because her character is a joke. And it's like they try to give her characters some backstory through some very overt exposition, and then they just promptly ignore it. We find out that she's a former member of the U.S. Army. Does she have any skills that she can use against these guys that continuously kidnap her or hold her at ransom throughout this movie? No, because Jason Statham has to save her multiple times. And it's frankly, I'm saying this as a guy, it's insulting. It's ridiculous. And to show how little regard they had for this character, This might be a minor spoiler. Frankly, I don't care. If you really want to see this movie and you don't want this minor moment spoiled, just, at the end of this film I'm going to tell you not to go see it anyway. But there's this moment. Crane is on his yacht. At this point, Jason Statham has killed most of his thugs. He takes Jessica Alba to the bridge of the yacht, and he starts just slamming buttons on this big console, which promptly starts flashing red, and a big timer picks up, and it's like 4 minutes, and he starts counting down. And then he leaves. He leaves her there, because we know what's going to happen. A few seconds later, Jason Statham shows up, and I swear, this is literally what she says to him. He was messing with the console. What does it mean? Who writes that? Apparently the screenwriters for this film. I didn't even bother to look up who they are. I was insulted by this movie on the behalf of women, on behalf of decent screenwriters and people who actually seem to care about the movies they made, because this movie was horrible. If you really want to go see a movie about a hitman that's actually pretty decent, don't go to the theater. Stay at home and rent Mr. Right. It's not a perfect film, but God, it's a lot better than this. Go watch my review of that. See if it sounds like something you'd like. Save yourself some money. You can rent it on Amazon for $4. Put some popcorn in the microwave. Have a good night. I'm pretty sure you're going to have a better time than if you went to go see this movie. So yeah, if you've seen Mechanic Resurrection, sorry. I wish I'd got my video out sooner to tell you not to go to it. But if you did, let me know what you thought. Maybe you actually liked it. I doubt it. As always, you can subscribe to my channel. Check out some of my other reviews for better movies. And until next time, I'll see you at the movies. Hopefully at a better one.